That's a 2012 F-250, folks. It's got the big 5.4 money lights on. A guy left a note with it, said it had like a P1633 or something along those lines, so we're gonna have to check that out. I guess he's been trying to fix it and just can't find the root cause of the problem. We had to run the key on engine off test because it does have a code, as the customer stated, the 1633 keep alive power voltage too low. And it likely is, because when you shut the key off and you start it up, the engine light comes on after a minute, but you shut it off, turn it back on, then the engine light's gone. So on Ford, I was just telling McCoy, they usually call this the KAM, so keep alive memory, or KAPWR, keep alive power. So that's it. It's usually a single wire that runs from the fuse box to the engine controller. I don't know if we can go in live data and see anything there. We're going to take a peek at that and see if it shows like the voltage being low or anything. But the car will still run without this. It just unfortunately doesn't retain its memory, like if it were to set a code, for example. So I'm going to look in here and see if we can find any data PIDs that pertain to it. So I don't find a voltage data PID, but I did find keep alive memory power, which I half expected not to find. It clearly says there's a fault with it, so must be it's just like fault or no fault if it recognizes voltage. But here's our other two voltage PIDs that we're able to read at the PCM. We have a battery maintainer on it, so that's why that's there. So let's find this on a wire diagram and see what we can do. So we find it here on the PCM diagram. Now remember, when there's a dotted line around the box, it's not the complete PCM, but we can see here KAPWR, so keep alive power, on pin 62, connector C175B, and then we're going to follow that up. That goes over here to number 15. We'll find number 15 over here, number 15 there. You can use Mitchell to highlight these, but a little easier to do it like this. And then it comes up here to the battery junction box, and it's fuse 72. It's a 10 amp, and it's also the power to the control side of this PCM relay. So let's see. I mean, this fuse should be good. If it wasn't, our PCM power relay wouldn't turn on and the car wouldn't run. So I'm going to assume this fuse is good, but we're probably going to be looking for a broken wire, assuming we really are missing power on it. Find it in there, did you?
I think it's that one.
Okay, it's got power on both sides.
Yeah.
72. Yeah, like I say, we assumed that was going to be good. Which one is it here? This one? This one?
The first one.
Oh, the very first one in that row. Okay. Yeah, we assumed that was going to be good. I guess probably the smartest thing to do is, we know it comes over here to the computer. We know we have power there. Like I say, the truck wouldn't run without it. But we'll find out which connector's which here and verify that we do or don't have power over here. I assume we don't. So we're looking pin 62 here on this connector C175B, violet with red. I just went into the wrong wire hole. We haven't unplugged the connector, we just took the back off from it. And I want to make sure that we get probed into the right one here. Let me grab my little pocket screwdriver. We're just trying to push some of these wires to the side. Okay. Let's see if we can't get a probe in here. I'm giving up. I gotta get my glasses. I think we're in good shape now. We're just gonna slide a back probe right next to that wire. Okay. Is our test light still hooked up over there? Take these glasses off. All right, and we have no power here. Now if we're in the correct hole, which I believe we are, it's the fifth one over. It's a violet with red. Grab that test light clamp. We're gonna hook our test light to battery positive. It should not light when we touch our pin, and it does not. I don't know if that's enough power to change our scan data from fault to no fault. Oh, look at that. Grab that scan tool, McCoy. It is. I didn't know if it would be or not. McCoy's gonna grab our scan tool. So right now it says fault. We're going to apply 12 volts to that. And now it says okay. So fault, and then okay. So that's 100% confirmation, folks. We have a broken wire. My experience tells me it's probably in that box over there. Other experience tells me that's a son of a bee to get up and out of there, like an absolute disaster. I am going to look here for a little while, not for very long, and then I'm going to ask the customer what he would like to do. There's a super quick and easy option, and that's to add an external fuse and just run it right to the keep alive memory and not even bother looking for the brake. But we are going to spend a little bit of time, but like I said, I've had experience with those boxes over there, and they suck to get up and out. Do you see what I see or no? You don't pick up on it? So we're looking, I see the harness runs this way. It runs through, must be it runs through this plastic tray. We're just kind of looking to see where it runs, and something caught my eye. Enhance. I see just a tinge of green behind that tape, just as we were kind of looking. I didn't want to miss the money shot. It might not be anything, but I thought I saw just a tiny bit of green behind this. Let me set you folks down for a second. Man, I swear. You see that little tiny green? Maybe it's not showing up on camera. Maybe it's nothing. Let me set you down. So just peel this back. Whoa. So definitely a wire that's been rubbing there. Hopefully it's our wire. I'm going to open this up because it's still all factory loomed in there. But yeah, I caught just a glimpse of the green crust sticking out. So let's open that up. Like I say, it may not even be, oops, you guys are all zoomed in. It may not even be our wire, but there's definitely a wire rub there, and there is definitely some green sitting there. All right, folks, we're pretty close here. We've peeled back some of the tape. Can you see that okay, McCoy? Yeah. Because we're about ready to give him the money shot. Ready? Here's the money shot. Boom. And guess what? It's purple with a red stripe. Holly frickin' Lou here. Man, today's our lucky day. So there it is, folks. Wow. I'm glad I saw that little tinge of green. So we're just gonna undo that little Christmas tree fastener there. We'll pull this out, and we're just gonna heat shrink it, and butt connect it, and all that stuff. We made the connection, crimp and seal connector. We cut off the corroded part and then crimped it on, and we just heat shrinked it down. Heat shrunk it. I don't know what the past tense of shrinking is, but we're waiting for it to cool down now, and then we'll get that tape back up. We've seen two more wires in there that were just barely rubbed on the insulation, but they're not rubbed through to copper yet. We're gonna add a bunch of extra tape on that and try to keep that from rubbing through again. It's all taped up, and we moved this sleeve up a little bit so that wire's not rubbing on that bracket anymore. Perhaps the extra sleeve they had on here was taped, and then the tape gave way and allowed the harness to come rub on that corner. Kind of surprised it never blew a fuse, so it must have rubbed through real slowly over time in order to do that. Let's see here, we'll clamp this on, or we'll leave that sitting very gingerly right there. We should have power here now, and we do. And we can see we're A-OK. I shut the battery maintainer off there, but cool, that's it, easy fix. Well, that's it, folks. Not too big a deal. You know, we identified quickly from the get-go you know, that it's a broken wire. You know, we have powered fuse box, no power to the computer, so at that point you just got to go sniffing. I don't know if it's my big nose, divine intervention, or what it is, but I'm pretty grateful that we found that wire right off the get-go. And I think McCoy learned a good lesson, as you guys should too. When you're doing your visual inspection, be on the lookout for any little fleck of green, and it doesn't take much. I just saw a little tinge on the side of that tape, and as you're just kind of following and looking, you know, be on the lookout for that. So that's it. I'll be on the lookout for your questions, comments, concerns down in the comment section. Insta, Facebook, you guys know where to find us. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.